So I guess I'm recording.
Yeah.
So Elsa, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. Well, thanks for making some time. Um,
Yeah.
we were really enjoyed the pictures we saw, and we saw. How do you pronounce? So we thought his first name was Jean, but it's Luxine.
Sorry.
You're actually the student who produced the car wash.
Yeah.
What's the right way to say his name?
Yeah. It's Luxan.
Luxon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm actually her partner.
Okay.
Oops. I'm her partner. And me, I was in the business plan side, and he was in mechanism side.
Okay.
And yeah, he started learning more about it, and yeah, started prototyping about it, and yeah.
That's fantastic. So maybe I think it'll be really interesting for people to understand what the business plan is. I was able to get some background from Rishi, so that was really fascinating. But maybe just to start, could you tell us a little bit about who you are, and Alice, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself as well? That would be fantastic.
Okay, so actually, as Luxan said, before getting the project, he thought about how he can help himself to help her mother, because he wanted a job when he was a leader, and he asked her mother to give him a job, and her mother gave her a job. The job was to clean her car. So
Okay.
Luxa had to wake up every day to clean the car of her mother because he wanted money. And after he thought about creating a project, creating something that will help him to actually to clean her mother's car. And Luxa thought about that project, and he thought about that with me. And I was very excited to work with him because I thought that the project was very brilliant project. So about the business plan, our vision was actually to spread the project all over our country, because we thought that in our country, actually not only the side of Luxan that she has to wake up every morning to clean the car of her mother, we thought that in our country, Burundi, we have a problem of uncleanness. So uncleanness how? So our country, Burundi, has like, I don't know that you visited Rwanda or other countries. There is very clean, there are very clean countries. So we thought about actually taking the project and be something that like creating the uncleanness, starting with cars.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the main point. Our project was there. We pursued the process because we wanted actually to get off of those uncleanness of our country.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And what about your story?
My story?
Yeah.
So so me, I was actually a normal student, and it was in the first trimester that I met with Luxa, and I really love business, and I want to be a business woman. So I will actually study business management. And Luxa was actually in the same thing, the same field, because he also wanted to be a businessman. And one day we sit together and we thought about being partners. So being partners, we had many projects. That was not actually the one. We had many projects, and after we say that we have to do one big project. So in all those projects, we took that one and we started working on it. But after we have another one, because me and Luxa, we have two different vision. The same vision is to help our country. That's the same vision, but we have actually, Luxa is working in the field of mechanism, things of building something, and me, I'm in fashion. So me and Luxa will be working together. This is the first project of me and Luxa. The second one will be about fashion. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, okay, okay. How did you get interested in fashion? How did you get interested in fashion?
In fashion, so I grew up in a community where actually they don't want to. I grew up in a community. Actually, it's not a poor community, but it is a community which is not actually developed, and they see fashion as something that is privileged, and they are students. They are students, or they're also humans in that community. My neighbors, they see themselves like, I don't know, they think that they're not going to be something because all the guys come and told them you're not going to be something. But the fact that they're always believing that they're not going to be something, that was something that touched me. And I see that I will never be as those students who think they're not going to become something. So I grew up in a family where my sister was very, very interested in fashion, and I was actually following her everywhere. And I developed those things in fashion, and I thought that this is where I want to start. I want to let my community express themselves through my fashion. That's, yeah, I really want to help my community through fashion, because I really think that fashion is not something privileged for some, because everyone have opinions and they have to express themselves through my fashion. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Will you have any pieces to share with us? Do you have any pieces on fashion to share with us?
I
didn't mean to put you on
actually,
the spot. If you don't, it's okay. If you're not ready, it's okay.
but not right now, because I draw some dresses, I draw something, I draw all clothes, but I don't have right now here.
Okay. Okay. Would you consider sending us like one of the sketches, maybe, just so we can see it?
I will send you a letter right now.
Later. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So Luxon.
Exercise.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm good.
Oh, hi.
Good. It's good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Nice to meet you as well. Do you mind just giving us a little background on who you are and where you come from and what your story is?
Yeah, well, so my name is Goragoza Jean Luxin, and I'm 17 years old. I live at Bujumbura. I'm interested in mechanism. It's where I found my passion, and I just want to build it. And I'm the man who have a bunch of vision of according to Burundi.
Okay. And how did you get the idea for the car wash?
Well, so the idea of car wash, actually, when I was a child, I was 14. Is when my mom used. I asked my mom, like, "Mom, I need a job, something that can occupy me during my vacation." So then this is when my mom told me to wash her car every morning. So I had to wake up to work at 5 a.m. every morning, so I can so mom's car can get cleaned earlier, so she can go to work. So after that, after a lot of while, so I came here at KIA. It was it was new thing. I discovered a new thing like laptops, ATC, internet. I didn't know a lot about them. So, and then like I was watching a movie. So, and then I saw it on a movie. So what happens next? I was like, because back then I have like that mindset of like, I just want to build maybe a machine that is going to clean the car instead of me cleaning it. So then I saw it in a movie. The first I was very excited the first time I saw it. So I was extremely excited. And so what came next was like to really feel the project, to do so many research, because it was kind of like I'm seeing a solution to something that was working on for so long. So from that, then I was like, I want to make more pressure on that project. So and then still now I'm still putting more pressure. I've made the prototype of that project so I can get the view how it does work. So the reason why it matches with I really like that project is also because it might be my first step to my vision, because I'm also interested in mechanical engineering. So, and I hope that building it will be my first step to go toward my vision.
I see. I see. And there's a software that you're using to create it in, yeah?
Well,
There's a program that you're using to build it?
a program, yeah, Blender. I use Blender.
Okay. Okay. And do you have the blueprints? Can you show us on your computer?
Yeah, well, just okay, I have it on my computer. Just a few seconds. One second. Just to have someone to help me to show you.
Okay. Alice, in the meantime, do you want to tell us a little bit about KIA and your story and how you got to work with these brilliant students?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Manny, for this opportunity, and thank you guys for sharing with us your ideas. KIA is a school located in Bujumbura, Kigutu, Burundi. And Burundi, having been through a civil war, repetitive, cyclical civil wars, it's a school that has opened with a different vision, a vision to help learners kind of develop critical and creative skills in order to be problem solvers, either in the community or outside. So it's a school which is, I always say it's a unique school, because other schools with similar programs have, are the schools reserved for the few elites, the few who have money, the few who can pay, thousands and millions a year. But this school is unique in the sense that it has never put money forward. It's like we aim at excellence in whatever thing you do. Should I wait for Luxin to project that, or?
I think I see it over here, but I don't mind it'd be great if you wanted to finish your story and then.
Yeah. So I was saying it's unique in the sense that it's not money-centered. It's a school which rather focuses on excellence and helping students to emerge and put forward their own ideas in problem solving in the community for problem solving matters. So all that we do, we just help them, guide students. This is something that is unique in the community like Burundi, whereby for us, when we grew up, we didn't have anyone to ask us, do you have any idea apart from the traditional curriculum? So it was like everything was centered on the curriculum without allowing students to think beyond and to think outside the box. So I'm so delighted that our students have been able to kind of develop such ideas. This is a great testimony that what is happening at Kigutu is able to raise mature minds, people who are problem solvers, and people who are able to think beyond the only mathematics, the only algebra, the only physics. So I'm so delighted to have such good stories. So this is, personally speaking, this is something that has intrigued me. I was, before coming at KIA, I had been working as a lecturer for 16 years, and I was a vice chancellor, what here people call the president of a university. So I was I was the president. I had been working in higher institutions. And for me to come down to KIA was almost like, when you look at it from outside, you would say I have gone down. But for me, what matters is the vision of the school, what we are able to do. And I'm so delighted, maybe if I could just briefly talk about it, that the experience I'm having here in Montana is the same. Actually, it's like widening my perspective on creative thinking, problem solving. Like now, like in 2 hours from now, we're going to have a session on that with people at Montana University. So I'm so delighted to be in what I want, in what has attracted my attention before. Coming back to that, I have been teaching what we call critical and creative thinking at the university. So these are some of the things that prompted me to apply for KIA, and I'm so happy to be there and be able to guide these students and work with these bright minds, all in the hope that we are able to raise Burundi and change the history and kind of reverse the trajectory of the cyclic conflicts and poverty.
That's an amazing story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to, I had muted Luxon, but Luxon, if you want to unmute.
Elsa, can you tell him to unmute? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, unmute.
Okay. All right. So what are we looking at here?
Explain a bit, Lisa. Can you explain? This is Luxa. Luxa takes time to kind of, speak, but it's very thoughtful.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's
Yeah.
very thoughtful. Yeah.
All right. So, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. Yes, I can. It looks really cool. It looks like a car wash.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, all right. So,
Yeah. In the meantime, may I say that what Elsa was saying, that she's a partner, I think she wants to mean that she is a project partner.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because this
I'm a
is
project
different.
partner.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. I'm a project partner.
yeah, project partner, not a partner.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, do you guys know, while we're waiting for, I think we have a connection issue with Luxon, but do you guys know what we're doing with NFT Kids Club? Would it be helpful to just talk a little bit about what that is?
With what?
The project that we're working on.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
we had this idea, which was kids can use art and imagination to change the world. Really simple. and we started off with a program called Minecraft, which has we've kind of moved past that now. But basically, it was a game where our kids, my kids are younger, they're 6 and 7, but they were creating houses and buildings, and we just said these might be really interesting to someone. What if we?
That's this was my thing.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's go.
Mhm.
Huh. Okay. Well, while we figure that out,
Yeah.
one of the things that we realized was that through art and through basically design and engineering, that there was a lot of value there. And so what we've been doing is we've been working with kids of all ages to help turn their creations into something that's called an NFT. Which, if you don't know what that is, don't feel bad. I didn't know what it was until about 6 months ago. But basically, it's the way I describe it. My kids describe it best. It's like, for them, they make a picture and then, it goes on the blockchain and it's like a piece of art that someone can buy. And so our idea is that, students, children will design artworks of whatever kind they want, which is why Elsa was asking you guys sketches of dresses that you'd like to make. Things like that. And we have collectors here in this country and actually around the world who are in the money management business. And those collectors are interested in buying these works of art for the benefit of charity. So the way it works is if you have a piece, so it could be Luxon's model in Blender. It could be a replica of that. It could be a sketch of a dress that you make. It could be a painting. Anything that we can create. If it's a physical piece of work, we can turn it into take a picture of it. And the idea is that we'll turn those into NFTs, and then we're going to have an auction in October in Austin, Texas, at a conference that we've already confirmed. With some pretty prestigious money managers there. And the one really cool thing about it is that as soon as those works get sold, all the money goes directly to Village Healthworks. So one thing that's really amazing about cryptocurrencies and Web3 is that from a charity perspective, we have the ability to just directly transfer funds into the charity that we care about, and everyone can see that that's happening clearly. So I think it gives people a lot of comfort, in that regard. So one of the things we got really excited by was, one of our teammates and chairman of Village Healthworks, Rishi, had gone to Burundi and had shown us some pictures that he'd taken, and we were really struck by the working car wash that you and Luxon created, and so we were wondering if if you guys would be interested in contributing that and any other pieces of art that you and your classmates feel like contributing, and if you do, then we'll help you turn those into NFTs, or we could teach you how to do that, and and then we'll help promote those in the interest of helping Village Healthworks with the hospital that they're building in Kikutu.
Yeah. I think Elsa, I think, was going to say something. I think this is a great opportunity for us. Even it has a twofold. I mean, even more benefits for our students. First of all, to be able to express and put forward their ideas and be able to kind of be part of a more open sharing of ideas and competition, if I would call that. And also being able to have KIA kind of give back to Village Healthworks, like be able to see that there is at KIA something we are able to do in order that can bring back to give
that's
back
really
village
cool.
health works. Yeah, I think this bears tremendous advantages for both KIA students and village health works. Yeah, so could maybe Elsa tell us what she thinks about that?
So yeah, I do appreciate that actually what you say, all of you said, because I think as Alice said, our director said, I think it's very a good opportunity to express what we have, to express our talent, to express our arts in all actually what talents we have. And actually I do appreciate it, and I think also Luxa appreciate it.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
And we
It can also be
also
dance,
have,
music.
yeah.
That's the beauty of it, is, it can be any expression. Work together to figure out how to put that into an NFT and express that to some really amazing people that just want to support Village Healthworks, and be able to do that and get a piece of whatever everyone else is doing in their creativity. Please, Luxan, go ahead.
So, well, I apologize. My Wi-Fi was going very bad. I hope y'all see you can see my screen.
It's wonderful. Yeah, looks great.
All right. So this is my car wash design. So I designed it here in Blender so I can get a view of what I'm doing. So first of all, my plans is I can just do things like make a full copy. I was just wondering, how about if I build a car wash that will access buses? So this is what I made. So it's going to be a little bit wide. It's going to be a little bit wide. So this is a small car here that I built in Blender. So the thing is, it's going to enter inside. So this mechanism is going to be simple. So it is going to use there'll be four main parts in it, such there's a plumbing and electricity mechanism and water and chemistry things. So according to me, as I'm passionate mechanism, so the mechanism I used is Dawes mechanism. So because I can give an example here to this long tall brush here. So once the car enter inside, so the car will come and then push this brush to. This is going to be like an axis where it can be rotated from, like a fulcrum. So then the car, once it is getting in, once the car, oh my goodness, once the car is getting in, it's going to push this brush here. So let me demonstrate it so you can better see it. So let's say this is the car here. So it's going to be the car is going to be pushed by the conveyor, and once it is getting in, this tall brush is what is going to clean this front side here, and also this other side here. So how is it going to clean it? So so this brush is going as this car keep moving forward slowly with the forced by the conveyor. So it's going to to push this tall brush So this star brush is going to be open like a door
Okay.
using this fulcrum part. So this part has a fulcrum so that it's going to open a little bit. So yeah, it's almost what I used in also in every part, like here. This kind allows, like, once here there's a fulcrum, so once the car hits this part, so it allow it to open like a door and then return to where it is, to where it was. So there it's going to be like to work much easier, so I can use less equipment. So that was my first design. So this is my first design. This first design, when I was looking at it, it seemed like to consume me a lot of it can like cost a lot of money. So then I thought to make another design which is going to cost less. So this is my first design. So my plan for the second design is that, so I was looking at how I use those steel, those long, according to the material we are going to use. Those material might be a little bit expensive. So then I was wondering, like, which ways can I build it so in ways that that cannot cost so much money. So and then so I switch it to this design here, to this second design. This is my second design here. So but I'm still working on it because it's what I prefer the most. So this is my second design here. So this design is going it's nobody had built it yet. Like it's something new that I'm just creating by me, but something that I have to make sure is that, am I using the equipment that, like, materials that I can find around me. So this is my first point that I look for in designing things, because using materials that you can't find anywhere, so it's useless probably. Well, so I can explain more here according to this one. So this also will be containing bus. We access bus and also we access bus and also small cars. So why did I choose that design? So that design is going to work as the door sliding, like those door that they used to push, like you push the door so it can get open, like you can very see the very see this in this mod here.
Okay.
So well, so which mean it will mean that this is how it is going to look like before the car is inside here. So once the car gets inside, all these things will move along with the car. Once this little car get inside here, so I didn't get enough time to make like animation so you can see better things. So once the car will get inside, according to this design that I'm building now, I'm still working on. So all those mechanisms will go along with this with the car until to the end point. The end point will be this side, so you can see it's very long. So the question is, so why did I choose this kind of design? So I was making research, like which because there are a lot of types of car washes. So then I was searching, like, how do car washes like get customers? So according to my research, they usually to come to where they like with many colors, like it's also more like preferable for children, because when they are in the car, seeing like those brushes clean the car, they feel like loving the car wash, like also to always move the car wash because it provides a good view. So this is what the reason why I did it, like to go along with it. So the ones who will be in the car will see like machines moving around the car, and then also the car moving. Because according to my research, so there is some in-bike car washes, which means the car we come and then stand somewhere so the machine can do the work. So according to the research, they showed me that this is good, but they don't get enough customers, like a lot of customers. So in order according to me, to make way so we can get more customers in our car wash actually. So I prefer it to make like a design where all those machines will move along with the car. And then so this will be like a way, a good way, because of it you're going to use to reduce number of steels. Let me give you an example. So let's say here I'm going to use only less steel because of only, and also less brushes, because of only those brushes are going to do the work all over when the car will be taking will be traveling through this mechanism until the end. So so this will be very perfect, because building it will require less money than this one, because this one is kind of a repetition of steels, as you can see. But
Sure.
here we use like you can see this one, my first one here. There's a lot of steel, like this one, this one, this one, this one. So the minimum buy was 12, and then which means that it requires a lot of steel. So it's not only that is requiring. You can see even like we can say that those are only steel, even though in the back, in the bottom, because underground we are going to add some also steel in order to make those steel more stable, so
Sure.
they can move, and then so they can be strong. But this is also a lot of money. This is going to request a lot of money. But this one, this second one, this is the second one, won't require anymore, because it's used like the mechanism of door sliding, which means that all those mechanism is going along until the end here with this car, and then the amount of money that can be used, it's going to be less. So this is my first design, and I'm still working in order to perfection it. I hope to done it. So, but the first thing that I look forward, I count on very very much, is because my experience when I was building the prototype. So I used to design everything in Blender while I don't know material to use to build with it. So that was my first mistake. So then the thing that I did was that I have to make sure that what the material that I'm using in Blender are available around me, because as those material are not available, so it will be like a Disney stuff. So then is the thing that I have to make sure, and it's also helped me to think deeper, where to find the material, which kind of material, and then stuff like that. So
Okay.
that was pretty much it.
What do you need? What do you need to make this a reality? The next step for you? Do you need investors? Do you need manufacturers? What would be the next step that takes you guys? to the next stage of your journey?
Well, so according to me, also I done the design. So we have like engineers here at Village Earthworks. So I'm going to present them the design so they can just give feedback, because somewhat I'm be wrong, because it's not even the first time where I design things, then when I put in real life it doesn't work. But when I can build it, when I'm building it in Blender, I feel like it's going to totally work, but putting in real life it doesn't work. So then, but as I keep working on that, it end up to work. So I think like the next step for me is like, I'm going to present to engineers so they can like share their ideas. What do you think? Is it great? Because like this is only how it will work. It will going to include like plumbing. It's going to include electricity. Is going to include like work automaticity, automatically. So all of that, I think that I have to work on, and then to study also, because I learned a lot on internet first, and I put it here. So after I finish with doing like a check with those engineers at Village Earthworks, so my next step would like to look for investors, because according to me personally, I don't have like enough money to go with it. So the next thing I hope like to look for investors.
How much do you think?
Because of
How much do you think you
I'll
would
be
raise?
like according to like to beef, like Burundian money beef, I feel like it's going to only take 20 million, because I excluded a lot of things that can cost money, can cost a lot of money. So this is 20 million. I think like it will be like for just building building the machine, just excluding those like the location, vacuum stuff. No, just building the machine that cleans only. Other 20 million can be enough. But if it cannot be, if it cannot be enough, so it can get like more. I don't know.
So that's like $10,000 US, right?
No.
Yeah,
That-
10,000.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Probably
Yeah. That's it.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
20,000 falls into 10,000. 20 millions. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing this with us. Would you be interested? I think people might be interested in some renderings of this car wash. If it's, would it be the first car wash in East Africa? Is that's what you told me? Is that accurate?
Did you get the question?
So you mean, is it the first car wash that? Can you repeat? I didn't catch you well.
Rishi had told me that this would be the first car wash in East Africa. Is that?
Yeah. Actually, yes. There's no any. They use manual wash.
I see. And how many car washes? How many? How big is that market? Like, how many manual washes do you think happen in a day? In Burundi, do you have some estimates of
well,
what the demand is?
So, according to Burundi, there are actually, I would say like, so I didn't count like how many are there, but I can see like there is customers there. But the only thing that is wrong with manual car wash, like why the manual car wash in Burundi don't get enough customers. So the reason why is that when they send their car like to go in the manual car wash, so is that those people who clean the car, So once they get inside, they start to steal things, and then the customers cannot come back where they stole his or her thing. So which is the reason manual car wash of Burundi are not getting a lot of customers. But getting an electric car wash, it will generate like getting more customers, because like they trust our product, and also because we'll be using a vacuum zone, so which means that the person himself is going to like to clean inside the car, so it will be like a kind of safety and trust that the car inside is nothing inside the car is going to be lost, manual car wash not something that I noticed also. So those car wash doesn't even use like a water pressure stuff. They just use simple water. There's just no machine inside. They just brought like a basket with a soap with water and soap inside. Nothing with machine they use. They just use hand like with water. Even pressure water, there is no pressure water with in Burundian car wash. So which means the amount of like customers might not be great, because like but bringing an electric car wash, it may involve like getting most customers.
See. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Alice, did you have to did you have a few minutes to say goodbye, or did you have to leave?
Yeah. I'm sorry. That
Okay.
is very interesting. Yeah, but I'm sorry I have to leave. I'm kind of late a bit for this session, but I do appreciate the presentation. I've left some comments in the chat, which I suppose our students are going to look at, especially the issue of cleanliness, which is an environmental issue. I suggested some lines. We need to, show to what extent will this help us in reversing the tendency and maintaining, cleanliness in Bujumbura or elsewhere. And also, I think there is also the cost benefit, which I think, how is this affordable in Burundi for Burundians? Will this be affordable? I think these are some of the issues, questions, areas of emphasis I was looking forward, and I've suggested Elsa could work on that as Luxin focuses on the design. Because I think, I like the fact that you have one has great ability in presentation skills, another one is more technical. So it's good to kind of be complementary in that. I'm sorry, guys, I have to leave, but I trust Manny is going to help you, and we shall maybe, if possible, have more sessions. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everyone. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will follow up by email, and we'll figure out some next steps. Alice, if you want to think about ways that the other students, any form of art or expression,
Thank you very much. I was going to forget that. We do have a student, maybe Luxin and Elsa are going to help me remember the name, who do painting or drawing. Theodore, yes. I think he should also try out something, and maybe we should organize another session.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know whether Luxin, are you happy with the feedback you've got so far, or you think you have many more questions? Because in your email you were not very, it wasn't clear to you. But I think Manny is going to help us. Yeah. Don't hesitate to ask questions as many as you wish, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so well, okay.
Okay, guys. So listen, if here's what I think would be really cool. If you guys have some renderings of this car wash, you know, anything that looks like a little piece of art, I think people would love to just see. And we could certainly put that as part of our charity auction, if you like. It'll enable us to get this in front of a lot of people who might be interested in investing. You know, it's a cool idea. I'll promote this on Twitter a little bit, just so that people can get comfortable and start to learn your story. And then, how does that sound? Does that sound reasonable? Sound cool? Good next step?
Yeah, I think sounds great and I think that, for example, this in Brenda I could share with you.
Yeah. So I don't think people are going to be able to open like Blender files and stuff like that. But if you render it into like a model that, you know, pretty much what you have here, but there's probably like a view mode that has like, you know, whatever you guys think would look cool for an investor or for an art collector to look at. You know, it's an original design for what could be the first car wash in East Africa. I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think we do up with the prototype he made.
Okay.
Pizza, can you hear us?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right.
So
Well, I'll leave that to you guys to touch base on. You can email me, you know, if you have like a picture or a little movie of the model. I actually have a video of Luxon presenting the working model, so I think that's really beautiful.
Yes.
So if people could see that there's a Blender model behind it, what does that look like? Then I think that would be really cool. And so maybe that's just a really easy next step. Hopefully, is just kind of come up with a picture or a little video or an animation of the car going through the car wash, or if that's, you know, if you don't have that, then just, you know, just a rendering of the car wash itself, and then we can turn that into an NFT. I can show you guys how to do that yourself if you want, or we can do that for you, or we can do that together, and then we'll go from there. Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Sounds
I think
good.
yeah.
Okay.
Great.
So how does well, let me know when you guys finish. Maybe sometime next week we can have another session and we can, you know, go through the process of putting this up on you know, into an NFT and on an NFT marketplace.
So yeah. So when are you available?
Next week, same
Yeah.
time, if that's okay, if that's enough time for you guys.
Oh, it's okay for us.
all right. So, I got one question.
Mhm.
So what do you think is next for us?
Yeah, so I think I would like to see just an animation or a working, you know, just a something that's like a really concise sort of depiction of this design. Could be this picture here that we're looking at. You know, maybe you want to make it an animation, something like that. For us, you know, to make it into an NFT, and then we will work on turning it into an NFT.
Okay, so thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with us and your
Yes.
awesome invention. And have a brilliant day. Thank you.
Thank you. The same to you.
Thank you too.